We're up about 25 artists over last year. I think we're about 150. Last year we were 125. Weather's perfect. I don't know what it is right now. Mid 70s.
Yeah.
Probably highest 77. So nobody can complain about the weather.
And it's just how you and Gabe always talk about it. It's just kind of casual art. People are taking pictures, talking to the artists.
And I mean, we've got a beautiful music over here. Nice
Yeah,
and easy. I don't know
yeah.
if you can pan over there, but if you look down Caroline Street, it's just a nice group of a good crowd of people. And what we want is we want people going into the businesses. We want people checking out the art, meeting the artists. But it's really an event for everybody. It's really for downtown, and the city doesn't really need to do anything. They don't need to put up restrooms or anything like that. Anyway, I think maybe I'm a little slanted because I came up with the event, but I think it's perfect. Perfect for the city, perfect for the vendors, perfect for the people coming downtown, and perfect for the artists.
Well, and like you say, it's not just art. You can do music. You can do all kinds of other things. And for you, who's an artist, you can get out. But for people who just do this on weekends,
yep, you could be 5. You could just have your kid bring out his sketchbook. You could be 95 in a wheelchair, and we talked about this on your radio show that most people have not seen, or typically don't see art being made.
No.
Here you can come out, you can stand behind an artist and see it being made. And for people like that who are not used to it, it's magic. It's like, for us, maybe we're used to it, but for them, it's magic, and that's exciting.
Well, and I've learned from you over the years, there's different kinds of paints that you use, different types, and you see all that happening.
Yep, and talk to you, and you could, like, there's watercolors, acrylics, oil painters, all different kinds, musicians. And the idea is, we're not selling out here. We're not like making art to sell, but you can talk to the artists and, hey, how do you do that? And the artists love that. I think people think artists are like secret keepers, like we don't want to tell anybody anything. But we want that question. Hey, how do you do this? Here, you want to sit here and grab the brush, paint. That is the idea. That's why we do this.
Well, the other thing too is you and others. I mean, you offer classes. People can take various kinds of classes, depending, very beginning to, more complicated.
Yep, right. And not just me. I don't want to just promote myself, but there's any art you're down here that you see, like watercolor, acrylic, you could find someone to teach it.
Yeah.
Liberty Town does a real nice job. Pons Shop does a real nice job. And there's others where you can find, and you can meet the teachers. Certainly this is a good event. I know there's a few other teachers down here where you can talk to them and say, do you click? Do what they do make sense to you?
Right, and for the businesses down here, you look at it's usually not this busy on a Saturday.
Yeah, I was talking to Simon from Original Grind, and he said they're packed right now. They're doing great business. That's what we want. It's not just about artists. It's about the city. And nothing makes me happier than to hear like Sammy Keys had their best day ever, or Blue Shark had their best day ever. Or that's what we want. That's the synergy of the art world in Fredericksburg. It gives to everybody.
Well, and you have for years talked about this being an art community. It's an art town.
It's an art town, whether you like it or not. We're not an antique town anymore. We're not a Civil War town.
Yeah.
We're an art town, and I've said this to you a bunch. I would put our art up against anybody's, and a lot of people that come here for the first time are impressed with the diversity of the art. It's not just tourist art, and nothing wrong with tourist art. Tourist art would be paintings of Gulrichs or the river all the time, but there's a lot of different types: abstract, watercolor, portraiture, all different types. It's not just paintings of Fredericksburg. It's all different types. You're not going to love all of it. I don't even like what I do mostly, but you'll find something that you like.
Well, and it's not it. As we approach the holidays, think about giving art as a gift.
Nothing better, and nothing better than giving art as a gift, or also giving lessons as a gift, or a gift card. There's gift cards for all these different shops downtown: Art First, Brushstrokes, Pawn Shop, FCCA, Liberty Town, or give lessons. And that's one of the trends lately in the last few years was people leaned a little bit away from buying art and leaned a little bit more into the experience of making art, because classes have been really up, and again, what could be better than someone teaching you how to make your own art?
I can't imagine a better day for this one's going to be hard to top as far as days go. Although every year you've had pretty good success.
1 year. This is our 14th year. 1 year, we got rained out about halfway through. We've never been rained out totally. This year's probably one of the nicest days. This is our 14th year, and really, I don't know. What could you ask for more perfect than today?
Used to have some years the September art attacks could get hot, but not so much.
You know,
this
weirdly,
year.
this is our latest one ever. We did one October 1st in 2022. This is October 4th. This is the latest we've ever done it. It makes the most sense. It's perfect. I think we should probably lean into October more.
Well, if someone was walking through here today and thinks, I'm sure nothing would make you happier than someone who went through today and then next year is a participant.
And we hear that all the time. We hear like, hey, I went to it, and then the last year I came and I was like, God darn it, why didn't I do it?
Yeah.
And then they do it, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I wish I would have done it sooner. Look, we want more artists, the better. We have plenty of room. We could easily double or triple or quadruple the amount of space or amount of artists we have with the amount of space we have. So, love that.